Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're here. It's time to watch the original Night of the Living Dead together for Halloween. I hope y'all are ready to get fucking spooky and get groovy with this music. I found this mix of Unreal Tournament, like the old ones from 1996. Wait, was it 96, 97? Whatever, it's something from the 90s, right? But they got a real fucking jamming pack here. Those old games, dude, old shooters, they were onto something, I think. Jareda, I see that you say that you're ready. You've got some lemonade, beer, cheese, and pretzels. Lights off, you're ready. Well, you know what? My lights are off too, and I would suggest for anyone else watching, if you have your lights still on, now is the time to turn them off. I'll give you a second. You know, because you got to catch up with the stream lag. Oh my goodness! What? That's nuts! Hold on. Give me a sec here. You're kidding me. My chat, is it actually appearing? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you know what? Chat is here then, I guess. Cool. You have a terrible habit of eating your your snacks before the movie. Oh my goodness. I feel like I do that too. Let me just see real quick. I'm going to go to Stream Elements really quick here. And I'm going to try to fix that chat because that is no good for reading. I want to make sure that your guys' messages can be read. Gotta have that. So, let's we'll make it kind of like this. This seems okay. Need it to be a little narrower. Hey, I got a little zombie chewing on my headphone cable. Okay, let me just edit the text size really quick. This is Jareda, try not to eat too many of your snacks while I'm getting ready here. Size. Let's make the text big. Big text. Big text. Okay. Hey, hello. I see you. I see you there. 20. We can go up. We'll go up to 22 because Taylor Swift, I don't know about you, but she was feeling 22. Am I right? Unfortunately, we might lose the text chat. Let me just save this really quick, and I'm gonna get the new link. Give me just a sec here. Oh, okay. So what's up? That is appearing correctly. Good. I'm just going to make sure my chat is at the top here. Welcome. Yes, welcome indeed. I probably could... Hold on, I'm going to... My chat's too low. Shoddy got low. We're going to save that. We're going to copy the URL. We're going to fix that. I can't believe that the entirety of last stream, it was not working. And then now, magically... it is. I guess we'll see throughout the thing whether it stays working, but we're doing pretty well right now, I like to think. But give me just a sec here. I will post. I'll let people know maybe that I am streaming on the tweeters. I should probably do that. Does replying to your own post boost you in the algorithm? Time to find out. Time to find out. We're going to reply to my own post. Starting now. Join the horde. Because I'm like one of those edgy YouTubers. That's probably a good idea. So I just responded to my own post. Feel like a bit of a loser for that one. Probably a good idea. Okay, so I could probably make chat wider. I'll make chat wider and make it go up a bit, and I'm gonna make the we'll just make the chat, we'll make it size 26. But people maybe used to witty remarks will probably resort to emoji only. You've never watched the full movie? Oh dude, you're in for a treat. Night of the Living Dead's actually quite good. It's quite good, it's quite good. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fade out. We're gonna fade out from the Unreal Tournament music, and we're gonna start off just to give accidentally I'm spoiling the start of the movie here. But I'm gonna set up, there's a very fun little, before you watch the movie, I watched this as part of a pre-show to some of Romero's movies like Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, because they were playing at a local theater, you know, one night long ago. Why is Garfield giving you a back massage with his stompers? Ooh, that is a complicated question. We're not going to get into explaining the intricacies of Garfadum, but, you know, all I'm going to say is, if you need to ask who Garfadum is, what his deal is, you don't need to know. That's a whole bit of lore that you really don't need to know. You don't. Trust me. You don't need to know. You don't want to know. Just don't. Just stop. Stop. Don't acknowledge it. That makes it stronger. Jareda, you got this right, though. Link the SCP page. Jareda, I have some bad news for you, unfortunately. Turns out, despite the quality... Okay, you know what? Hold on. I'm fading my music back in because I'm about to start yapping. Give me a sec here. Where was my Unreal Tournament? Okay. We're going to phase the music back in because I'm going back to yapping. But, despite the shit quality of most SCPs, I kind of figured, wow, many of these are not written well. I kind of figured they let just anyone make an SCP, right? But no, they don't. They definitely do not. They don't let just anyone make an SCP. You gotta sign up. Oh, excuse me. You gotta sign up on Wikidot. And then you've got to get approved as a member of the site. And then, you know what the worst part to it is? They control the SCPs that you can, like, make new ones of. It has to be like a pre-made number. So I can't even make him SCP-69420. So, like, is there even any point to living? Also, hi, Simon Henriksen. Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? We're about to start. Just to let people filter in, I wanted to start this early, just give a bit of an opportunity for people to filter in and for my internet to stop doing its fun little thing where it, like, almost crashes for a second every once in a while. I really like that. Really loving that, man. But we're going to fade out the Unreal Tournament. We're going to close all of my tabs. All of the extra ones, they're not surviving. I'm sorry. If there was something important on those tabs, what can you do? It's gone to the ether now. But what we do need is to watch this. Your beer, cheese, and pretzels are gone? Well, dude, I think that's God giving you a sign to get more. Oh no, I took my popcorn away. I wanted to do this, actually. Zombie cat, away. Please stand by. Oh, wait. away. Away. And look, we have a working TV. It's on the up and up, man. But to let a few more people filter in, just because I know sometimes YouTube can be a little slow in the uptake with the notifications, we're going to do, your standard kind of movie pre-show. And with that, we're going to do a spoof of Night of the Living Dead that I really enjoyed. I think I mentioned it just a little bit earlier. Earlier this year, I went to go see Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead in theaters. And they played some like spoofs and some George A. Romero interviews in the pre-show. And this was one of them. It's a parody of Night of the Living Dead. This is titled Night of the Living Bread. I will explain nothing more. Is all the movie in the TV frame? It is like 99% of it is. 99% of it. Only the very, very edges are cut off. Which, Jareda, I actually, because I love this movie so much, I watched it again the other night on this setup just to make sure it would catch everything important. So, even though the TV is going to be, for those of you who are really into seeing the whole picture, yes, a fraction of it, a small fraction is going to be cut off at the edges. But it should be fine. It should be fine. I tested this the other night. We should be okay. But first, Night of the Living Bread. I love how this is supposed to be like black and white, but this is obviously the fucking 90s. Like, look at that car. You can't tell me that's 1960. You guys aren't ready for this one. You aren't. Sorry, that was my asthma buffer. It's like a head crab. She's just fucking standing there. She just let it happen. There she goes. I love this so much. What does she think she's gonna do with that? The worst part about Night of the Living Bread is it's an actual fairly accurate parody of Night of the Living Dead. I appreciate someone saying that this is if the Clerks universe was turned into a horror movie parody. Jareda, yes, I have put this on before in that horror stream where I had to delete everything. Yeah. The bread is killing me. I can't believe it. How'd the bread do that? How'd he do that?
This crisis, this radio station, and a few other in the area will stay on the air around the clock, broadcasting emergency information. Here are the facts as we know them at this time. Apparently, slices of bread have animated and are attacking human beings. Yes, we realize how incredible this story sounds, but reports have been...
Dude, I love how this guy's like, dude, I know how incredible this sounds, but he sounds totally monotone.
And are attacking humans. Civil defense authorities are urging people to stay at their houses and places of work. Keep your windows and doors closed. Destroy all slices of bread where you are. Do not open wrapped packages of bread. Simply throw them in the oven or the fireplace and burn them. Be careful about opening your refrigerator. The leftovers may have become dangerous. Again,
oh yeah, because sandwiches.
This report sounds, but it is absolutely essential that these precautions are followed. Your very lives are at stake. Stay tuned to your radio or television for up-to-the-minute reports and updates.
See, but this is kind of just an accelerated version of Night of the Living Dead. Oh, I forgot they barricaded with sandwich bags.
I'm going downstairs and go get my truck.
All right. On the air until this
Judy,
crisis comes
take her downstairs. We're going for help.
We urge you to stay where you are. Take all precautions against the rampaging bread. Stay tuned and do as you are told. Although it is unknown at this time what started this crisis, investigating scientific experts are betting on yesterday's explosion of the wondrous bread factory.
During this crisis, Channel 27 News will be replacing all normally scheduled programming so that we can bring you the most current information as we receive it. We will be having live reports.
You gotta keep those things back. Grab that toaster.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally just jump scared you with my own audio. What the fuck's the Oh, they're plugging it in. Okay, I was about to say, what? I love how the bread just, like, doesn't move. Oh, no, there we go. We just don't get to see it move.
Report from the field.
This is Jeff Drexel reporting live from St. Kevin's Church in the downtown district. I'm standing here with Father Bry, whose church is being used as a shelter in this emergency. So how are things going here, Father Bry?
Well, things are pretty chaotic right now, but we're doing everything we can to maintain.
Again, he sounds so monotone.
We're about to give communion.
Communion, doesn't that involve the use of the holy wafer, a form of bread?
Well, yes, it does, but...
Oh my god. This fucking... I love this short, man. I love this like you wouldn't believe. I love how it's obviously just someone throwing bread at people. Could you imagine that's your job? You're on set and you're the bread thrower? That's hilarious. How many? Okay, my real question is, how many slices of bread did this production take? What is this music, man? Who's on that trumpet? Miles Davis? Thousands of them, I know. Dude. 100%. I love how Jareda... Dude, I'm convinced if you had bread thrower on your resume, any job you wanted, it would be yours. I see there's a few more have joined us. We're watching... Actually, you know what? I won't explain it. You'll understand. This is a pre-show. We're about to watch the movie, but this isn't Night of the Living Dead. You'll see. The fucking sandwich bag barricade. And then he gets turned into bread Jesus. They crucify him with the bread. There we go, boys. And that's the stream. That's the movie. Thank you guys for coming. It's all over. That's it. Cut the cameras. I'm kidding. But now we're actually going to go to Night of the Living Dead. We're going to go right back to the beginning because I was testing this earlier. I'm going to turn the annotations off. And like a true classic pirate, We're going to be watching this on YouTube, boys. Do you remember back in the day when you had to watch anime in 12 parts an episode on YouTube? Those were the days, man. Now, because Night of the Living Dead is public domain, which I suggest all of you take advantage of. It is public domain. There's also, that's why Night of the Living Bread was made. That's why a whole bunch of other spoofs and recuts were made. There's one really infamous one where it's like zombie alien. Basically it's like a fan recut and edition, right? So, but I encourage you, look up stuff related to Night of the Living Dead because it's public domain. You get some wild stuff. You get some wild stuff, including Night of the Living Bread, which we just watched. And I see Jareda, a masterpiece, best movie ever. There we go. All right, but now it is time to start. Okay, last chance. I see there's a few people who joined us. Now is your last chance. Your last chance. Turn off the lights. Grab yourself a drink. Get comfy. Because we're going to be in it for the long haul. For the Night of the Living Dead. Ooh. Going emoji mode? Hell yeah. I mean, you know what? Jareda, you're going to have a lot of fun with this. And anyone who's watching this movie for the first time, this is, honestly, there's a reason George Romero is considered one of the greats when it comes to zombie movies. And this movie is kind of why. This OG one and then Dawn of the Dead and some of the other ones he's done. Nothing after 2000, though. We forget that he kept making movies after that. We don't talk about them. Anyways, here's the movie. It's very atmospheric. I actually like how in the opening it's just a long shot of the car driving up. It almost builds a sense of dread because maybe this is just me being modern horror brain, but the whole time I'm expecting something to happen. There it is, Night of the Living Dead. See, it's just a lot of really long shots of this drive, and it's almost I don't know. You could say it's kind of like the shots of the zombies slowly closing in on you, except it's this car slowly driving up to a graveyard. Also, because front credits used to be a thing in movies, that's also probably why it's doing this. But I don't know. I like to believe that they're creative. They also probably could only do static shots like this because, for those who don't know, Night of the Living Dead was shot on a shoestring budget. I like all those bullet holes in the cemetery entrance sign. How long is the movie? The movie is about an hour and a half. Sorry, I was checking to see if my little zombie was munching on my headphone cord. But yeah, for anyone wondering how long they're in this hall for, it is about an hour and a half. But I do think Night of the Living Dead is still a pretty good movie, even if you can only tune in and out for parts of it. That's just one of those. It's a real classic that way. You know, it's a TV movie, put it that way. You remember back when you had cable and you had the movie channel? It's that kind of movie.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
I'm going to turn this up a
The
bit.
extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, you know that she can't. Is there any of that candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
For some reason, I thought they were visiting their... I always thought they were visiting their mother's grave. I guess maybe I've never paid enough attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problems.
Ooh, technical difficulties. The first sign of a zombie invasion. Everyone knows. When Windows starts glitching out, zombies. They're coming.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
God, cemeteries really are fucking creepy, aren't they?
Well, it's late. If you'd gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's sleep on the time change.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is.
That's such a hard line. I think you just complain just to hear yourself talk. I'm going to use that on someone I don't like.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish. You can clean this up. Sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one.
He makes a good point, though. Johnny might be a bit of a bitch, but he's not wrong.
Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh?
Ooh, it's a storm. That's the second sign of zombies, when things get fucking stormy. Surely that gentleman is only out for a stroll. I mean, look at him. He's walking all normal-like.
Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
Johnny's
I haven't
me.
seen you in church lately.
Well, there's not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boy, you be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
Hey, you're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
This time she's right, though. This time Barbara's right to be afraid.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
It just leaves her. See, okay. Why doesn't she give this guy more of a berth? He, like, looks fucked up.
Johnny!
Like, even if you don't think he's a zombie, like, what are you doing? Jareda, I see you thirsting over the driving gloves. I got bad news for you, man. I got real bad news for you about Johnny. I love how Barbara's just kind of like chilling. And then he's dead. Sorry about your crush, Jareda. Johnny, can I get some F's in the chat for Johnny? Can't believe Johnny fucking died. Just you're about to watch the best woman driver in the universe. Look at this skill. Doors instantly locked. Also, look at how aggressive he is. Like, I think a lot of people forget in some of the Living Dead series, the zombies move kind of fast when they want to. They're kind of spooky. Like, he's tweaking. And they're smart. Like, he knows to try the handle. See? And now he's gonna get a brick. See, that's how you know it was in the 60s, because the car window took a brick multiple times. Man, Barbara really is kind of useless, though. She just fucking sends her down the hill. You go, girl. Drive that fucking car. Except she can't drive. Like, all she has to do is keep it in neutral and go down a hill. And she cannot manage that for the life of her. Yeah, see? She, like, crashes immediately. And look at him. He's moving pretty quick. Like, look at that. He's jostling over. Like, they were scary, man, in some of the older movies. They weren't always, like, slow and shuffling and useless. Someone has made a guest appearance. Oh. The bub cam. You ready to watch Barbara? You think she's gonna survive? Whoa, she fucking ate it. That looked like it hurt. Her hair's still good, though. Her hair's still all good. Look at her go. She found an open door. Lucky her. That's a little something called white privilege that's working in her favor. And now it calms down. She gets to explore the house. Oh, this is just like Project Zomboid. Oh, this is just like Project Zomboid. Oh my god. She's smart. She got a kitchen knife at least now. I'm assuming something bad happened in here, considering the state of things. I actually think the shots inside the house are super creepy and creative. Because it obviously seems like they probably... Oh no, dead animals! Hunters! Something that's even more terrifying. Oh, there he is! Dude, I appreciate your comment about how you love how in the horror movies they trip over absolutely nothing. What's she gonna do? Surely the phone's gonna work, right? There's something really charming about, like, old horror movie music. I don't know if you guys agree with me on this one. But I do. I honestly think there's something quite charming about the old music they used to use. And there's more! See, he's looking at them. He's about to tell them. yo, I think there's a bitch in there. I think there's a woman in there that seems very tasty that maybe we could eat. Turning things down just a little so that it's not a total mess when I talk. It looks so obviously fake, and you can tell they barely had any budget. Gotta put the dead phone receiver all the way down? Oh my god. Dull Dummy, I appreciate your comment. Something about the practical effects and the blaring over-the-top music. Yeah, it almost feels like an opera, kind of, almost. Right? Like a play. A play has that kind of music. And it feels like a lot of old movies definitely had that vibe in terms of their soundtrack. Which I appreciate. I mean, I like it. I like it. I watched Friday the 13th recently. I liked it enough.
All right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
He's right, though.
The truck is out of gas. This pump out here is locked. Is there a key?
Our boy Dwayne.
We can try to get out here if we can get some gas. Is there a key?
I love how Barbara's just not helping at all. She doesn't even tell him, oh, I already tried the phone. She's just like, yeah, you do what you want. Do what you want, King.
Do you live here?
Oh, okay, I gotta turn something on. Hold on.
Jesus.
He's done it. Sorry to everyone having to witness my cat clean its nuts live on air, but
we've got to get out of here.
If you can't tell by the toggle, he's done this before, and he will do it again. Don't lick me after you've just been cleaning your nuts. What the hell, man? Oh, I love you, though. I love you. I feel bad for yelling at him. I'm sorry, Dorian. She's being so useless. I forgot how useless Barbara is in the original. Ben. Sorry, Dwayne Jones is the actor's name. Ben is the character's name. Ben is probably the only competent survivor you're going to meet in this whole movie.
What's happening?
Why is she yelling at him like he knows any better? Oh, they hate the lights. But I see Spiraling Monk. I see your mention about the character being fixed in the remake. I really wish I could do a watch-along of the 1990s version. Because you're right. I see you saying Barb opens a can of whoop-ass. I really like Barbara in the 1990s remake. Also, the effects are amazing because Tom Savini's in charge of them. So, 100%, if you can watch the 1990 remake, do that. I won't be able to stream it, but you won't regret it. Here we go. Look at that nice quick cut to mask the... And look at how gently he's putting the tire iron down. You can tell they did not have stunt pads. They didn't have a stunt man. They basically told him, yeah, hit the fucking grass next to his head. We don't want you to accidentally kill him. See, like, look how gently he brings it down. But it is creative because they let you imagine how bad the violence is. Oh, and there was one inside the house. Oh no, dude, the one inside the house from the 1990 remake is much creepier. He's scary. The zombie from inside the house in the 90s remake, that actually disturbed me. Bub, you are ridiculous. What's he gonna do now? Oh, he very conveniently laid down to let him do that. Damn. See, I feel like they make it much more visceral by not, like, showing you all the violence. Jareda, I see you've said you're watching the 90s remake after this. Good man. Good man. Or good you. I don't know what you prefer, but good you, Jareda. It's actually not a zombie, he's just intoxicated. Yeah, this guy's like 12 whiskeys deep and he gets mistaken for a zombie, gets his fucking head beaten in. I bet you, you know what? They never talk about that. Barbara, help him. Yeah, she's busy slaying. Look at her. Look at her. She's too busy slaying. She can't help him. Zombie movie where they come out of the oil drum was terrifying. You are thinking of, I see you say you forgot the name, you're thinking of Return of the Living Dead, which I also recommend. It's really corny, like it's like a funny, corny zombie movie. But if you guys can, watch Return of the Living Dead. That's a fun joint. Technically, it's a direct sequel to Night of the Living Dead because Night of the Living Dead was public domain and they didn't have to buy the rights to make a sequel, right? So there you go. And here's where we get to a point. Now, you're about to see something that doesn't happen in any other zombie media by Romero. Well, I guess except for Dawn. It's like, you see, he lights it on fire, and the zombies are scared of fire. They're scared of fire in Night of the Living Dead. Oh, there he goes. Okay, I guess the video capture device is going off. Bub, we hardly knew ya. See, Barbara's just standing there. She's staring at his ass. But yeah, Return of the Living Dead is amazing. It's hilarious. I'll watch it for the sole line from a zombie getting on a radio and going, "Send more paramedics." Turning up the volume for you guys just a little bit here. Got a hammer. That's better than it's. Wait, is that? Why is she Dude, why is she stroking the knife like that? Dude, why is she? What are you doing, Barbara? Barbie girl. Oh, man.
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some board, something there by the fireplace, something we can nail this place up.
Asking Barbara to do something? No way. See, Ben almost crashes out at her.
I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. Do you understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we'll have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now, I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. Do you understand? Okay? Okay?
Is Barbara finally going to be useful? You know what, Dull Dummy, you're not wrong. There was a bit of an oversight in lighting a fire in front of a wooden house on a wooden, porch. See, you know what? I kind of like your theory, Dull Dummy. I like the theory that it rained recently. That's what happened. It rained. It rained. Surely it rained. That's why this works. It rained. Don't question it. Oh, not that creepy children's toy. Our boy Ben being useful as always. Ben carries this fucking movie on his back. You cannot convince me otherwise. Oh, you know what, Jareda, you're kind of right. The bodies don't burn that much after the clothes burn, unless there's an accelerant. Oh, did he put gas in the body, or did he just light the I don't know. I'm thinking about this horror movie too hard. Is that all you've gotten, Barbara? 3 tiny fucking pieces of wood? You know what I appreciate? In the 90s remake, they actually make a reference to the fact that they're like, oh, we'll barricade the house with the doors. And they're like, no, the doors of today are so shitty, you need to use some of the old doors. Which is exactly what they do in this movie, because doors in like the 70s, 60s before, a lot of them were very, very solidly constructed. Barbara being an inspiration to women? Yeah, look at her. Look at all that help she's giving. Look, she's giving moral support. That's what Barbara's here for. Oh, someone's back.
Not that strong.
Hello.
Pick out some nails. Pick out the biggest ones you can find.
Pick out the biggest ones you can find. I love how he like...
There, this room looks pretty secure.
Yeah, no thanks to you, Barbara.
If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long before those things be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now.
Ben is carrying this so fucking
They're
hard.
afraid of fire. I found that out.
You'd accidentally kill Barbara Jackson. She walks like a zombie and she acts like a zombie. She kind of does. She kind of just bumbles through this whole movie. Hello, Phantom Warrior. Hello, hello. Glad you tuned in for the zombies tonight. Happy Halloween. I just realized you're talking to new viewers and sound like a serial killer. I mean, that's kind of the experience. We're all a little off in this chat.
There's a radio in the truck. I jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. Now, I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it.
Ooh. I like his story.
Right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now, it's like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. Could still hear the man screaming. This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of life left except... By now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move, they didn't run or just stood there staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
We were riding in the cemetery.
Oh my god, now she's gonna tell her story.
Johnny,
You just ran, Barbara. You just ran. You didn't do what Ben did.
We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny, and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And... oh...
Barbara, I'm so over you.
Hot.
This harlot taking her clothes off. You miss Johnny? Yeah, I miss Johnny too. I wish Barbara was the one who knocked her fucking head on the...
Why did we start so late? And I said, Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late.
She is
Johnny
telling the
asked me if
worst
I were
story.
afraid. And I said, I'm not afraid, Johnny. And then this man started walking up the road.
Oh my God.
Slowly. And Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up.
Yeah, Ben. Tell her to stop talking.
And he grabbed me. He grabbed me. And he ripped at me. He held me and he ripped at my clothes.
I know she's having a mental breakdown, but I'd like her to have it quietly.
Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me! And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and he fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran.
Hey, TQ, how you doing?
And Johnny didn't come. We have to wait for Johnny.
We have to wait for Johnny's fucking dead. Also, I'm kind of curious as to why that zombie didn't start eating Johnny earlier.
We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him.
Yeah, Johnny's fucked. Ben just doesn't want to tell you.
We have got to go get Johnny. Please help me. Please.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone.
Your brother is dead.
No.
Ben's kind of real for this one. I do appreciate you spiraling. Oh, Jesus! Wow, I forgot he just slaps the shit out of her. He fucking knocks her out. Oh my God. Ben, more like base? Jesus, what? I totally forgot he clocks her. How could I forget that? Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, undo her jacket. That's going to make things better. Jesus. But TQ, sorry you're not going to be able to stay as long as you like. But I do appreciate your comment from Spiraling Monk that, hey, you guys hear something? Yeah, the zombies are hearing them yell at each other.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. Murders are taking place in villages, cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern.
I love how they're like, it's like random groups of assassins. You know, killing people, not zombies. I see TQ asking about Beetlejuice. I like the original Beetlejuice. I saw it on TV when I was a kid, when I was homesick one day. Could you imagine a Super Smash Bros. Edit for that punch, though? Just me? Okay, well, now you're giving me ideas.
So, at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who what to look for and guard yourself against. Misshapen monsters. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police, sheriff's deputies, and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. The scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized.
The National Guard might be mobilized. Yeah, they might need to do that.
Our reporters have been able to get from official sources is for private citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors.
Oh, sorry, I'm ignoring
The
you.
nature of this crisis has been determined, and until we can advise...
Oh, the music's so good, man. I love the music so much.
...for any special instructions as this crisis develops further. Thousands of office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in
Oh, he
spite
is
of this
making a
urgent
torch.
warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to raise their families.
Is he gonna test it?
Just anywhere.
He's brave, man.
The course of action at this time is simply to stay where you
I do appreciate the comment about the zombies being uncomfortable, interrupting their, like, spousal confrontation. He's just burning a chair. Yeah, see? They're afraid of fire. They're, like, really afraid of fire in the first one. They're also afraid of fire in Dawn. I think a zombie gets scared by a flare.
received word that the president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern...
Sudden epidemic of murder. That's a wild sentence.
Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the FBI and the joint chiefs behind closed doors. The White House spokesman, in announcing this conference, says there will be an official announcement as soon as possible following that meeting. This is the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom. Latest word also
Is
from
she
National
dead?
Press Services in Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics...
You always find
and
older
Space
movies
Administration.
comedic. This one actually, it seems kind of goofy, like what with the zombies and stuff being so slow and everything. But it has a really bleak ending. I actually remember the first time I watched the original Dawn of the Dead, I thought, wow, that's bleak. That's really bleak.
Facilities and an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter.
Oh yeah, the government's gonna help you during this.
Which apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Law enforcement officials...
I love the comment. Thank you, Dull Dummy, for mentioning how long Barb's probably been out. Yeah, Ben has been barricading the whole house. He hit Barbara so hard, she's been out for hours.
Dunmore of Camden, North Carolina, was quoted as saying, quote, "Tell the people, for God's sake, to get off the streets. Tell them to go home and lock their doors and windows up tight. We don't know what kind of murder-happy characters we have here."
Murder-happy characters. That's what I'm going to start referring to zombies as. Murder-happy characters.
The only descriptions, the only clues anyone has of the killers come from frightened witnesses of some of the slayings. These eyewitness accounts variously describe the murderers as ordinary-looking people, misshapen monsters,
Misshapen monsters!
and things that look like people but act like animals. Some eyewitnesses tell of seeing victims who look as though they had been torn apart. This whole ghastly story begins...
Oh, they're eating people, Barbara.
report of the slaying of a family of 7 in their rural home near Gulfport, Louisiana. Since then, reports of such senseless killings began snowballing in a reign of terror which has hopscotched in an erratic...
He's got the gun, but does he have the bullets? Da-da-da.
Keep track of the murder reports by the placing of markers on a map seem to indicate a general spreading from the extreme southeastern United States to the north and west. Our newsmen have been on the telephone talking with officials in other cities and have determined that none of this kind of mass murder has yet been reported west of the Mississippi River, except in
Ooh.
the extreme southeastern portion of Texas. Similar killings have been reported around the Houston and Galveston areas, but nothing like...
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday
Oh,
when
and
it first
these.
became clear we were facing some kind of national emergency. When first
That
reports
pea
began
shooter?
filtering in,
That's a...
newsmen
I mean,
and law enforcement
even a 22 is good for shooting people in the head. Not to get myself on a list.
However, as these
We ought to be all right here for a while.
dramatically, it was soon apparent that
We have
this
the
was
gun,
something more than the
bullets,
usual run of lawlessness.
food, and the
Some
radio.
officials began to suspect an obscure kind of conspiracy.
Sooner or later, someone's bound to come and get us out.
Creatures from outer space. So again, we join with law enforcement agencies in urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Cautious of any suspicious strangers. And keep
We're doing all right. Cut to Barbara having a mental breakdown.
and further details of this continuing story.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me,
Goes on in the absence of any law.
but I'm going upstairs now.
It's almost as though some critical balance of
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it.
savage killers. We repeat, this radio station.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? Okay.
I've never seen Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, TQ, so you're asking about it.
Partially devoured.
Barbara thinking about how she can press charges against Ben. Yeah. Holy fuck. That wasn't like battery. That wasn't domestic violence. That was a domestic knockout. That was a domestic haymaker. Jesus Christ, Ben. Yeah, maybe get rid of the body on the rug.
Consistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities
Now they're
to
mentioning the
examine
eating.
bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered.
Ooh.
Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers.
Ooh.
Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the
How
people
many
they
times can they say that?
And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you. Reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused
Oh
situation.
no, someone's in the
It is
basement.
happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
Dude, they're about to beat the shit out of Barbara. Is that annoying woman we heard upstairs?
We're from town. A radio.
County, Pennsylvania. The Butler County Sheriff has verified that reports of murder victims being partially eaten by their slayers is true. No further details available at this time. However,
How long have you guys been down there? I could use some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest
Dude,
place.
Ben asking the real questions. Yeah, what the fuck were you doing in the
What
basement?
was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody that needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there. We thought we could hear screams, but...
What a
we knew
fucking
it could have been those
excuse.
things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if there were more... The racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now, wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something
He is a short king.
All right, why don't we settle this? Mister, we came up. Okay, we're here.
I think also Dwayne Jones is
Now,
just
we all go
tall.
back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Yeah, most of it. All but a few spots upstairs. They won't be hard to fix.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now, you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of
Harry, this guy, the bald guy, Harry, if you guys watch the 1990 remake, Harry is hilarious in it. He calls people all sorts of names. He keeps calling people yo-yos. Keeps saying, "You're a bunch of yo-yos." It's the stupidest thing ever.
We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that stuff downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy, you know that? You got 1 million windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well, if they're
He's
that
kind of right,
they'll
though.
probably get us wherever we are.
Look, the cellar. The cellar, there's only one door, right? Just one door, that's all we have to protect. Tom and I fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside. But up here, all these windows, why, we'd never know where they were going to hit us.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Like, okay, you lock yourself in the basement.
There's no place to run to. I mean, if
Okay.
they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for.
He does make a good point. There, someone's saying it.
And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
I love how he says it. No windows.
The cellar's a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper. I think he's right. You know how many's out there?
I don't know. Maybe 6 or 7.
Look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
They speak in such a 1950s way, some of them.
The cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Dude, I love the creepy shots of them slowly coming closer.
There's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Oh no! Through the windows! Not the windows! Yeah, they do not care. It's just willingly getting its fingers chopped off. That works, I guess. Not really, though. I guess this is the first time we've established that you have to shoot them in the head.
It's all right.
Something I appreciate about the older Romero movies is the dead people really look like dead. They don't look like zombies in that they're like getting angry or emotional or like savage. They just look dead. They almost look like they're sleepwalking. Dull Dummy, I appreciate you mentioning the line about what if they come through upstairs. I didn't catch that. You're right, that's so fucking stupid. Oh, is that a naked zombie? That zombie's fucking naked! Oh, wow! Oh! Oh, that was a pair of tatas on screen. In black and white. Hopefully this VOD does not get bonked.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be in every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here!
Dude, I appreciate Ben basically telling him fuck off.
You leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough to that old man is so stupid. Now, you get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
You bastards.
This guy.
No, I won't open this door again. I mean it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Ben's right, though. Let him just sit down in the fucking cellar.
Judy, come on up here, honey.
Oh, right, I forgot he has a girlfriend, too. Dude, Judy's kind of got it going on.
It's all right, honey.
I've always had a bit of a crush on Judy. More so than, I mean, Barbara's all right looking, but Judy, our girl. Hey, Ken Rudda. Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Together, man. We can fix it up real good. There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper.
Judy just looked at the camera.
We'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
Hey. Hey, kid.
Yeah, Barbara's catatonic.
He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing myself in down there.
We do, Jaretta. We have a few new people with us tonight. Happy you guys joined us for Halloween. Ooh.
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them.
Kind of right, though. I try to change their mind.
Two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard you screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
Cooper's wife hates him. Look at him. Look at his pants up so high. Look at his slouch. Everything about Cooper.
She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Do none of these girls talk?
Where'd you get
The
the bandage?
Cooper's wife does.
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Let them stay upstairs.
I love how back then it was also normal to smoke around your
The only
kids.
ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
This is what I'm saying. His wife hates him.
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. They don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for
She
us.
married him
Tell us
before
what
his
to do.
hairline receded.
How are we going to know what's going
True.
on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon? We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything.
Oh, so they do hate each other.
Mr. Cooper! Mr. Cooper, Ben found a television set upstairs.
Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah.
If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Okay, yeah, right away.
Will you do it?
Do I have to?
Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down
See there, Judy talked.
Do this for me.
Okay.
What'll get your daughter faster? The zombie virus or the secondhand smoke? That's good.
I'll take good care of her, Helen.
Wait, so Judy's gonna stay down with the kid and Helen's going up.
Why don't you go upstairs now?
brother was killed.
Hey, give me a hand with this.
I love how he's explaining why the fuck she's not talking. It's like, yeah, she's kind of fucked up. Look at Cooper. You can say Tom is hot. Oh yeah, I guess they've established she's not a teenager. Helen's kind of serving though. Barbara's also going nuts. Yeah, Helen's serving so hard, man. Whoa! Why does Barbara look like Gollum?
Don't be afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
She has no clue who the fuck you are.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here. Give me one of those.
Oh, sorry, bub. Did I turn your chair?
Her brother was killed.
She's the second person to say it.
And they talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Okay, this guy's being a little dramatic.
Why
He's
don't
being a
you
bit of a
decide
drama
to
queen.
Help somebody.
Bob.
Here, I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here.
She's a nicotine fiend. That's why she's tuned like that.
I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on.
Ben's kind of right, though. Ben's not wrong for this. What if we just sacrifice Mr. Cooper and Barbara? I hope so. I wish.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this? Shut up!
In all parts of the country.
Move the chair,
The
bud.
wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured.
So it's just like real America. No one believes it's happening till it's like literally apocalyptic.
I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
Dun, dun,
It's hard
dun.
for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment.
Dude, people are gonna die at the rescue
and armed National
stations.
Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know that's why.
Oh no, not the pump.
Called this afternoon.
Tom
by
just
the
needs a haircut.
Since convening this conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an earthbound emergency?
Oh, right, because it was supposed to be like a probe or something that came down from Venus or something dramatic like that.
Shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington.
It came from space.
Our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump? Look.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been irrefutably
explanation that we have at this time.
In other words, it is the military.
Classic U.S. government cover-up.
Not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until
I do also love how they're like, yeah, the dead are rising everywhere, but also life is continuing on as normal in Washington.
And Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between
the definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please. I
there
thought
he
we
goes.
decided that is not proved yet.
Was the satellite when the satellite was exploded?
An unusual amount of radiation, enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances.
Could have happened.
Have a bearing on it.
It does seem to have a bearing.
I love how they're just trying to get out of there. They have no interest in telling the truth, just like the real world.
There will be a report this afternoon.
Perhaps there will be a report, a more full report. Will you close the window?
Dude, my own little zombie is going for my cables.
We're hoping to get some further explanation of this.
We've heard all we need to know. We have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get Karen there, we could get help for her.
Oh, I forgot the daughter's name is literally Karen. She was the OG.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming, and Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child,
Dude,
2 women,
Cooper, you're
one
being a
woman
bitch.
Out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
For NASA. Dr. Grimes, your entire staff.
Grimes? Like Grimes the artist?
Very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injuries.
But Jareda, I kind of agree with you. The reasoning for the zombies is like, ooh, it came from space. But remember, this was when like space travel was new, right? So this would have been novel.
So now, Judy,
it would have been
you tell
topical.
Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
Taken in regard to the Venus probe. In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning,
OG Rick Grimes. Yeah, OG Rick Grimes was black.
it was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She hasn't said anything.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy.
I heard.
I'll
come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The body should be disposed
Yeah, the kid's
of at once,
fucked.
preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make any arrangements.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The body
Yeah,
must be carried
don't
to
host
the
a
street
funeral.
And burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just
But I do think, Jareda, I think the logic is that it's the recently deceased, right? So I think it's basically anyone who died after the probe came down started coming back. Right? Like it activated in living people, and then the living people, when they died, they came back to life. Right? Because this has been going on for 2 days.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door.
I love how Ben's like, yeah, we are just leaving a door open.
While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
You're right, though. A lot of this movie is just people watching the
There's
news.
a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
Dude, you know Tom's gonna die. You know when he says, I can drive the truck, you know he's marking himself for death in a horror movie.
We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. All right, let's move it.
Place to flee for safety, except to the rescue stations which have been set up. Indications are that before this emergency is over, we will need many, many more such rescue stations.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time? How many do you have done? Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
Dude, sorry, I just realized I
I can
muted
recall
myself for a
folks.
sec there.
They're going to be so worried about us.
But this is why we love Judy. Judy's hyping up her man.
We'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom? Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
Surely we have to trust the government.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
Hey, listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
I just don't want you to go out there, that's all.
Hey, Smiley. Where's that big smile for me? Boy, you're sure no use at all, aren't you? We've got work to do, honey. And you...
Judy, we love ya. We love you, Judy. You're so much better than Barbara.
Downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get
Yeah,
back.
Barbara's fucked up.
Then we can all leave.
But yeah, Jaretta, you're right.
To leave.
Tom has a lot of death flags. They gotta wait for Johnny, though. If Barbara lives and Judy dies, you'll low-key be pissed. Well, the fun thing about Romero movies is more often than not, pretty much everyone dies in the end. So, don't worry about that.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Cooper, I don't trust you. Oh, no more naked zombies.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss him.
I love how this fucking rinky-dink Molotov they've thrown. It kind of works, though, because they're afraid of the fire, right? So... Cooper is not throwing them very well, though. What kind of throw is that? Oh, no! The zombies are kind of goofy, I won't lie. But I love them. They're totally gonna make it though, right? Dude, he just ripped his shirt off! That is fucking... I forgot he did that!
I'm going with him.
Dude, look at that zombie's risen him up. Oh, Judy.
Unless you're coming, come on.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I thought she was about to fuck everything up. Ben, you gotta get some better aim, man. You can't be hip firing. You know what? Thankfully, you can just use the fire to keep him away, because that man is not a good shot. Cooper, you fuck! Is that the door we barricaded? My man, Coop. We do not stand Cooper in this chat. There they go. Surely nothing bad's going to happen here. Surely they're going to gas up the truck and everything's going to be all right.
Come on! This key won't work. Watch it.
Do you know how insane that was?
Watch the torch.
Holy fuck. I forgot it's like way dumber how they all die in this.
Get away from the pump.
Ben, it's still going towards the gas.
Hang on. Tom, you're crazy. Get out of the truck.
Oh, yeah, they're fucked. Goodbye. Goodbye, Tom. Or are they just gonna make it? I don't think they make it, though.
Let's get out of here. Come on, come on.
Oh, Judy's freezing up at the worst time. And there they go. Can we get some F's in the chat for Tom and Judy, our second and third death for the night? Rip. And it's just Ben coming back. And this is where we get to see how wonderful Cooper is. F for Tom, not for Judy. I see we are not memorializing the women deaths. See, Cooper almost gets him fucking killed. Cooper's the worst in this movie. We hate Cooper. We despise his little rat ass. Give it to him, Ben. Dude, beat him like you did Barbara. Hit him harder, actually. Yeah, give him what he fucking deserves, man.
I'd drag you out there and feed you those things.
This is why Ben is fucking based. Gotta love Ben. Oh, and now they're getting some fresh, crispy bodies to eat. Oh, I forgot. I think this is the montage of them eating. I love how they nicely queue up to grab their chunk of meat. Oh, dude, I love how they're not like eating it. They're obviously just like fiddling with it. That guy got a liver. That guy bit down on it though. Good for him. I think she just has like a chicken leg. Yes. Some of these guys are being brave. Just eating like raw liver and organ meat.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet?
Oh no.
There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
Barbara, you're a fucking nutter. God bless you, but you're crazy as hell.
About this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid.
See, Barbara's trying to be helpful. She's just too crazy.
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Oh.
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
Barbara, man. Oh, dude, look at him. Look at him doing those tricks with the intestine. You see him doing that handiwork? Oh, impressive. Well, nihilism is the only way. You've come right at the final act where everyone's about to die. You're in for a ride.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding.
I love how they just got a guy in a fucking t-shirt and shit, just like dudes to walk around with guns. I bet you those are real guns. I bet you those aren't even props.
Or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
Want anything from the supply wagon, Cuz?
No, we're all right. Okay. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again. All right, I got you.
Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though.
They've only killed 19.
All kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down.
Chief, as soon as you're finished, can I see you here?
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Are they slow-moving? Yeah, they're dead.
Wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give them
nihilism okay. This is, or sorry, nihilism is okay, or the only way, not okay, is the only way? Anyways, sorry. To answer your question, this is what brought the lore of, like, slow-moving, undead zombies. This was the modern zombie origin of it. So. Guy sounds like he's describing his last deer hunting trip.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know.
Dude, I don't know if it was the fuse.
The power lines are down.
See, for once, Cooper's being smart.
I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
What? 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that window, Clint.
Oh no, the zombies have discovered rocks! It's over for the survivors, man. They've discovered clubs. They're learning. Oh, yeah. This is the part where everyone dies. Cooper's gonna be a fucking asshole again. No way. See, this is where it all falls apart. This is where it all falls apart. Cooper's gonna do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get the cellar. Get the cellar now. Move.
Oh, no. Just shoot him, man. Shoot him, Ben. Shoot him, please. Yeah! Rip Helen. And she just doesn't move. She just lets herself get grabbed. Once again, Barbara's just gonna sit there. Cooper, in his last moments, runs away. Kind of based to you, Cooper. Exactly what I'm expecting. Always some jerk who screws it up for everyone. That's literally Cooper, though. But he kind of gets his. In this one, you at least get the satisfaction of Ben shooting him. The only change I hated about the 1990 remake is they have Cooper live in the end. Well, actually, you know what? They have him live in the end, but then Barbara shoots him. So, kind of evens out. In this one, Barbara just kind of like hangs out. Yeah, you forgot Barbara was in this movie? Me too, honestly. Oh, yeah. Oh, Karen's fucking dead. Helen, you're fucked.
Oh, baby. Baby.
Ooh, I forgot she grabs the spade. Dude, Helen's just, she could move. She had so long to react. She just kind of, oh, what a fucking way to go. They make this death actually kind of disturbing. Oh yeah, that is the line. Oh dude, I forgot Barbara's one-liner. There's another one for your pile. And they like look at each other and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna question why she just shot that guy. There's Johnny. Rip Barbara. Yeah, Barbara's fucked. Barbara's fucked. She gets, yeah, she's, Bye, Barb. Holy fuck. Oh, and Karen's up here. Our girl. Dude, Ben has hands for everyone, man. Now we get the iconic scene of the zombies wandering in. It's dramatic. The ending's still fucking tense despite, like, it being an old movie. He's still hot even as a zombie? Dorada. Oh, Ben. Ben, you're fucked. Good luck, Ben. I better not see any Fs for Cooper. We can get Fs for Helen, though. She kind of slayed. Oh, there he comes. Even in death, Cooper's still a fucking problem. It's in black and white. All you see is Johnny with messy hair and eyeshadow. It's Goth Johnny. Gonna have to shoot her too? Okay, he knows. Now what the fuck does Ben do? See, he's screwed because of all these lesser people. All fucking Cooper, everyone. Ben's fucked. The zombies are just chilling. Oh, the music, man. Oh, it's fucking stinging. They're saved! A helicopter? Surely there's someone alive. I do love how at the end of night it's like obvious the zombie plague is somewhat under control, and then in day and dawn all of a sudden it like ends the fucking world. That's always a fun bit of lore inconsistency. Damn, not the anti-zombie dogs.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
Frank,
You still here, Bill?
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard then. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Tell Dom to check in the office, see what's happening. All right.
Oh, they're gonna check out the house? Dude, surely that means our people are gonna be saved.
Be under control.
Come on, Ben. Be alive. Please. For my sanity. Oh, damn. You're right. He hasn't smoked at all during the night. Just had a coffee break. Dude, they have some creepy fucking... They are wasting ammo. But maybe that's why the zombie virus in dawn and day takes over the world, because humans waste so much fucking ammo.
They need you down there by the barn. Some of these guys can follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince.
Yeah, sure looks like it, Cop.
Will Ben be saved? Surely this movie has a happy ending. This guy is so unbothered. Yeah, he could care less. They're just doing their fucking job, man.
Jesus, Edwin, get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire? You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire.
Nothing down here.
All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house, man.
There's something there. I heard a noise.
All right, Ben.
No,
Hit him
Ben!
in the head, right between the eyes.
Rip. Can we get some F's in chat for Ben?
Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
There it is. Just another one for the fire. It's a bleak fucking ending.
All right, send the wagon through directly on over.
Keep those dogs back off of those things.
Yeah, it's so fucking bleak, the ending of the original. Because at least in the remake, Barbara lives at the end. But this is just depressing. They hook his fucking body and bring him outside. He just gets thrown on with all the other meat. Fucking brutal, man. He deserved so much better. Ben deserved so much better than what he got. Ben's the only one in this movie who deserved a happy ending. Maybe Tom. Fucking A. Yeah, this movie, the ending kind of hits because it's just like, damn. I guess no one lives.
Come ahead with the motorcycle, please. Let's go back there. That's the way.
Hey, Randy, light these torches.
Oh, right, I forgot the policemen in this movie were literally just like actual police officers. Damn. Fucking let that sink in. That's Ben. That's the last we see of him. Then copyright. Copyright in 2016. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think you're lying. But I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. Where the fuck is my Please Stand By Zombie Cat? We'll put him back up. We'll put him back up, and then, you know what? We'll go to the Unreal Tournament shit once again. Unreal Tournament. Go back to the beginning. So, that was Night of the Living Dead. How did you guys like it? Hey, who wants s'mores? Yeah, dude, it's so casual, man. Dawn of the Dead now? Dude, I wish. If there was not an insane copyright issue with Dawn of the Dead, like, you can't stream it anywhere. I guess maybe Zack Snyder's remake, but I don't think you can stream the 78 Dawn of the Dead. I saw that earlier this year, though. That was good. That was good. That was good. But if I could watch Dawn of the Dead live with you guys, I absolutely would. It's just, I don't think I could without being bonked. Maybe I could do that thing where I watch it, like, off screen, but that just seems kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of lame. Maybe I'll do other, like, older horror movies at some point that we could all watch together that are public domain. I've seen other people do that. It seems like a good idea, but some recommendations I wanted to make to all of you. The OG Dawn is here on YouTube. Yeah, it is. It is, but I'm gonna, like, I'll get copyright bonked for streaming it. So maybe I would stream it, but, like, delete the VOD. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see I'm gonna see how people have done it. Did they make a terrible remaster of Night of the Living Dead, or was that some fever dream? I think you might be thinking about Rob Zombie's Night of the Living Dead. Hold on. Rob Zombie Night of the Living Dead. Okay. That's what I think Night of the Living Dead 3D. So that is fall 2006. That was a Rob Zombie movie. So you're right. I think they did do that. But Nihilism is the Only Way. Yeah, the OG Dawn of the Dead is on YouTube. It's in 4K. Because of the raging rights issues that make it hard to access, do I recommend you find it this way? Do I recommend you you perhaps sail the high seas to watch Dawn of the Dead 1978? And the answer is yes. Yes, I am endorsing that. I encourage you to do it because there's far too much copyright bullshit going on with Dawn of the Dead. But yeah, I would watch. Sorry, before I went on this rant, I was talking about. Oh, Jareda, I see you've suggested watching it off screen, then we press play at the same time. I might try doing that. I'm going to try to fit in more stuff that I can actually, like, show. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead, like, watching it together might be fun. I really like Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead, like, even though it's old, is still one of my favorite zombie movies. So, A+. But, recommendations after watching Night of the Living Dead. If you enjoyed the movie tonight, I would recommend watching the rest of the trilogy that Romero did back then. Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, both great movies. I would also suggest watching Return of the Living Dead. It's, because Night of the Living Dead is public domain, it's directly related to it. It's like a sequel. And there's, like, zombies that are basically unkillable. You can just, like, chop their bodies up. And they're smart, and they're fast, and they're really fucking scary. But it's also like a campy movie. There's a scene where a zombie asks more paramedics to come so he can eat them. What else? What else is good? What else is good? Oh, this is a more obscure one. But I would suggest watching Lucio Fulci's movie Zombie. Or sorry, it's called Zombie 2, like Zombi 2. But the fun part is Zombie 2 isn't actually a sequel to anything. They just made him release it under that name because Night of the Living Dead had done really well, and they wanted to pretend it was like related to it, like as an indirect sequel. So it's technically it's a sequel to nothing. Zombie is, but it's like it's an Italian. Well, it's English, but it's in the Italian, like, horror genre of back in the day. It's wild. There's a scene where hold on. I gotta show you guys something. Hold on. Zombie fights shark. I gotta show you a scene from Zombie 2. There's fucking window boxing on this one. Oh, it's widescreen. Okay. We will add another display capture. We will put it on this. Display capture 2. You're going to go down here under the zombie cat. Display capture 2, we will be putting you to only be this big. I'm going to show you guys probably the greatest piece of, like, zombie cinematic action that you will ever see in your lives. You can thank me later. So we're going to turn the zombie cat off. Oh, hold on. We're going to phase out the Unreal Tournament music. And then we're going to take... actually, we can just do this. We'll take the zombie cat out, but we'll put the display capture up here, and we'll put it above the TV. So, this is a zombie fighting a shark. For your consideration.
Cristo, uno squalo! Presto! Mi immergo!
Maybe this movie was originally Italian. I think it might have been, actually. I love how this small fucking shark is smashing up the boat. But just wait. Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, YouTube won't like that. Sorry. You cannot see anything. You cannot see anything. You can't see anything. Nothing can be seen here. I forgot how often old movies do this. Listen to that soundtrack, dude. Oh, yeah, that's gonna have to deal with that in post. I love how the zombie's also not trying to eat her. Is she gonna fucking stab him with the sea cactus? She fucking just scratches his eyes. What the fuck? Not the shark. Dude, the shark is soy jacking. Oh, Nihilism. I see you watched Meth Gator. I watched that the other day. Oh, hold on. The zombie versus shark scene is fighting. Wait, fighting is happening. Oh, first blow on the shark. But the shark's coming back for round 2, baby. Look at that fighting stance. This is Tekken. This is a Tekken match. I love how the shark is obviously not attacking him at all. And he's like just putting his mouth on the shark. He's not biting. He's like, yeah. Who would win, zombie or shark? What's your money on, chat? My money's on shark. Just took his whole fucking arm away. There we go. So, okay, I don't need a remix of the zombie theme. But there we go. You have now seen, if you've never seen that before, that was a zombie fighting a shark. You're welcome for introducing you to that. Yeah. Wait, where's my zombie cat? I need my zombie cat. There we go. It's literally me. But, sorry, just to stoke the discussion about Meth Gator. Meth Gator's a really good movie. It's like, you know the movie Cocaine Bear? Just what if that existed, but it was an alligator and it had meth? Right? Pretty cool. But, watch Meth Gator. I hope you enjoyed Night of the Living Dead. Watch Romero's other films. Except maybe don't watch Diary of the Dead. Or Survival of the Dead. Or anything he did after the year 2000. So, just, we like to forget that Georgie Boy kept making movies past a certain point. Because they were not good. But, good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed Night of the Living Dead. And most importantly, Happy Halloween.